Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Friends at Gameology, hosted by friends at Gameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less. Steam Park. Steam Park is it's a game, a hybrid type of game. There's the real-time dice rolling, tense moment, and then once everyone's got their dice and grabbed the appropriate turn order marker, it starts becoming like a resource allocation, just trying to manage all of the negative aspects of building up a theme park with these cool roller coasters. Yeah, so you have these roller coasters, and you manage your theme park with your roller coasters. But that first part is the high stakes rolling to see what you get, grabbing the ones you want, and then re-rolling the others. And then it turns into a different game. So we got a little bit of a hybrid game here. You're trying to get the most money. For all these actions you do, some of them will produce dirt. And at the end of the game, if you still have dirt left over, you consult the chart and pay that much money. So the robot citizens of this park care about the environment, and you have to have cleaned up the dirt by the end. If you have 30 or more dirt, you just automatically lose no matter what. The fines for having dirt left over are pretty hefty, so it becomes like a risk management. How much can you afford to take on? Will you be able to get rid of it? And the earlier you go in the round, the more dirt you can get rid of. Whereas if you go last in a 4-player game, you get more dirt, so it's worse off that way. A lot going on in this game. Let's talk simplicity versus complexity.
So this game has a nice turn order card. So what you're going to do is it talks about the rolling. You roll, roll, roll. You get your dirt. You do all your actions in the order that you received. Like you picked up this. If it goes first, you go first. And then you get income. If you have visitors on your parks, you get income. And that is the turn. That is it, right? But somehow it's always super confusing to the people we teach it to. So, I don't know. There's some complexity, obviously, because there are definitely rules of what rides can go where. So I built a green ride. I can only put green rides adjacent to it. If I pick up another color ride, say this red one, I can't place it on my park as it is because diagonal is adjacent. I would have to have already built an extension to be able to place it there. So there, you can't see it. So there is a space there so that people can walk through. It's thematic, right? And then the same thing with the stands that do special things for you. You can only put like stands together and they can't touch a ride even. So there is a little bit of complexity. So I guess there's a lot going on in what you have to do. If we want to build a ride, you've got to get the right thing. You got to make sure you manage your dirt. You got to make sure you have enough space. And all of that, all of the things that determine your actions is happening really quickly because that's when you roll your dice. So maybe that's there is some complex rules to it. But after a couple of plays, I think you got it down. It's pretty simple.
Prior to this review, I would have said this is not a very complex game, but now that Molly's mentioned it, it seems like when we've ever taught this game, it does. Maybe we're just horrible teachers because it does not go over well.
Right?
It does not go over well. But for me,
I could put visitors. They give you points. I'm like, that's how you win.
Yeah. Whenever we start,
right,
whenever we start putting visitors, they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "That thing I told you about in the very beginning." So I would go with this is a medium complex game. Luck versus strategy.
There's a lot of luck because you're rolling dice, but you can mitigate it because you can roll as often as you want. And if you don't mind picking up dirt, then you can go. You can't go as long as you want because once the third one is taken, or second to last one is taken, you only have 3 more rolls. But you can go as long as you want and you just mitigate the dirt. So I think there's luck because you're rolling dice, but also and what you draw out of the bag, but you can also mitigate that. So I think there's a nice balance of luck and strategy.
So when you want to put a visitor in your park, for instance, if I've got this purple ride, it can only accept purple visitors. Well, at the beginning of the game, we put one of each color in the bag. When we draw them out, you can only, if you have 3 symbols that draw a visitor, and I draw these 3, these 2 go in the pool because they don't fit purple. There's a black and a green. The purple one goes on here. Well, if I don't draw the purple, them's the breaks. However, if I draw the black and green, now there isn't a green one left for Molly to draw. So you put some in, and for each symbol you have, you put one in and then you draw that many out. So you're putting in the ones you want, but there are fewer now that I took out this initial green. And that's going to affect the balance of luck and strategy. So I think that the luck element is here, but this game is very strategic. When you use these, the effects of these different stands, where they can help you change the die to any face you want, or draw more people, or it doesn't matter. I drew a red, I can put it on a purple because I've got like a promotional stand or whatnot. I think the balance is very well done.
Yeah, I meant to add the stands help mitigate the luck that you have inherent with pulling things out randomly and rolling dice. Yeah.
Fun versus boring. I think this game is great fun. I really like the frantic element, the real-time dice rolling, and I also like the resource allocation. I like trying to mitigate the dirt, or saying, you know what, I'm going to just make so much it doesn't matter how much dirt I get. I can pay it off. Or
it always matters.
Or like weighing the cost of getting a casino. I can change any die face, or saying, you know what, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what die face I get because they're all awesome. I'm going to make my park available to take any die face and it'll be really great. When I play this game, I find that I often am not the first to grab the token I want, and so I have to keep that in mind as well. There's a lot going on, but I still feel that even though it seems like a lot to juggle, it's easily manageable.
Yeah, I like it for all the same reasons. It's fun to roll the dice. It's fun to make sure you don't have too much dirt, but while still building. Because every time you build, you make dirt, right? So I think it's fun to still build and manage your parks, the rides and attractions. I like the theme. It's a pretty cool theme, and I always am up for real-time dice rolling games where it's, oh my goodness, it's frantic, it's frantic, it's frantic. So my BGG rating would be 7.
I'd go 8.
Yeah. Steam Park, we've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.